Hey guys, and welcome to a kind of new format I've been planning for a while now. It will be a bit longer. It will be called The Coaching Couch. And in the first episode, I have with me the Ball Zone. Welcome.
Hey man, it's a pleasure to be on this.
It's a pleasure to have you on. So, this will be pretty chill, honestly. And that's the only word I could think of when describing this. We will just talk about some stuff. We think that's cool. I have some questions prepared. Fans have sent in questions, so we'll talk about those. And I would love to start with one of my own questions. And this actually involves a tier list that I have set up for you, or rather for us.
I'm a little scared, but go on, man. Ready.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be.
All right.
So, as you can see here, each of us has the chance to create teams with all the players. I even
Ooh.
made the effort and put the boards with all the players we have currently in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know from you. And you can give me a reason behind it, or you can just say, I don't know, I like the color and I like the fucking number. But you basically have three all star teams you can put together.
Ooh, first. So we're gonna go one and one.
Um, yeah, why not?
All right. You want to start or you want me to start?
No, you can start, I think.
All right. My first player, you already know, man. Give me September 7th.
Oh man, okay, okay. You want him in team one, I guess. So like the best team.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all right. I don't think you need to say anything about this because I feel like it's pretty
Yeah, I'm pretty.
self-explanatory.
Yeah, it's self-explanatory. All right, your turn. Let's see what you got
All
cooking.
right, all right, all right. So most people would probably say that I'm biased. And they are damn right with that because I'm the coach of January. And I'm gonna go with January 30th because I
Oof, that's a
think,
that's a nice pick. That's a nice
yeah,
pick.
because I think he has in the whole league like the biggest potential and the
Mm-hmm.
biggest cheese factor. He can play everything.
Give me To be honest, give me August 31st.
Oh,
Yeah. I really like the way he plays around with August. He's a very defense I actually explained this in one of my videos. He's a very defensive player, but he knows how to go in for those quick knockouts. So for example, he'll be protecting his teammates, but when he needs to, he'll move out the way. He'll get a little quick nudge on somebody and knock him out. So I just really like the way he plays those types of situations, and I'm really fond of his play style there.
that's great to hear actually because I don't know if you've done it, but me and List, our analytic coach, created a position guide for the Big Ball League. Have you seen it?
I have not actually. Wait, did I think and it was the February one, the February position guide.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I made a post explaining what every position exactly means, what they're
Hmm.
focused on, and what you described with August is probably like a control or hunt
Yeah,
playstyle, which is
yeah.
basically defense with a little bit of support and offense in between.
Yes.
I think it fits really well with August
Yeah.
31st. Because also like defense or in general support players don't have that good of stats and they often get
Yeah.
overlooked by many players. But I hate this, man. I hate that they're getting not the recognition they deserve. It's the
Yeah.
same thing with January 8 in the playoffs so far. He, in the mind of every single fan, he was washed, but that's just
Yeah.
not true, and I'm so pissed about that.
And like the thing with that, I also picked August 31st for another reason. You know, sorry, but he's got that defensive mindset as well as the offensive mindset. But I like to call. I talked about this a lot. I talked about it with August 20th, but August 31st also has this. I like calling them disruptors. And basically, the point of a disruptor, he usually most of the time splits through the middle, tries to well, I mean, it's in the name, disrupt the teams, get them split apart, and then he picks at them one by one, which is that little offensive part. But if they catch him on the wrong side when he's trying to do that, he's got that defensive attribute, and I think that's why I classify. Well, I don't really call them like their own thing, but I like calling those types of players with that offensive and defensive positioning. I like calling them disruptors because they're good at well, I mean, it's in the name, disrupting.
The funny thing is, in the position guide, there is a position called disrupt,
All
and
right,
it's
bro, you're copying me, bro. Stop.
so the primary focus of a disrupt player would be to look for setups and split up the opposing team, but also to hunt for KOs in one-on-one scenarios with that.
All right, bro,
So
I might have to go check out this video.
so it's pretty funny that you say that, because that is, in my mind at least, pretty much exactly what a disrupt is, and that's why I called him like that.
Yeah, you might have gone into my mind while I was sleeping. I'm a little.
Yeah, I mean the position guide so far, most people liked it, but yeah, I'm just glad it's pretty self-explanatory like that, I guess.
Well, let's see what you got cooking for me, man. Your pick.
All right, so oh man, I really liked your pick actually. So I won't go for another January player, because I feel like all three of those could lead a team. So I will put every single one of them in, obviously, but I will let them lead their own teams. Mm, January 30th is pretty good in clutch situations. So maybe I could build a clutch team out of that. And I think what would also go well with him is someone that can move out of the way, and a player that, adapts his defensive playstyle to whatever the hell his team does. And so far, from what I could tell, September 30th would be my guy for that.
Yeah. No, yeah, September 30th is a very, very underrated player in
Yeah,
my mind.
same. He has what I like to call an anchor playstyle, which basically is the most defensive one. He
Yeah.
doesn't do very much in the game, stat wise,
Well,
or even just controlling the field. He's not very focused on that. He just wants to stay in and move out
yeah.
of the way so his team can do the work, which makes sense with a player like September 7th on your team.
Yeah, he's like a sort of distraction, I guess you could say.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what's your third pick? Hit me with it.
Oh man, this one's hard. There's a lot of good players. So I've got my September 7th pick, very offensive player. I've got my August 31st pick, defensive and offensive. I think for my last pick, I'm probably gonna go with another defensive player. And well, actually, nah. Give me June 23rd.
All right, I was about to take him too.
Ah, yeah, man, look, I caught it. I caught him once. The clutch king. I mean, we've seen it. He's been in 2v1s. He's been in so many situations. He's been able to pull through out of those, and I think that's a player I need. I have my offensive mindset. I have my disruptor mindset, and I just need somebody who can hold it down in those tough situations.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Also, his playoffs performance. Holy
Yes.
shit. I was just, because I spend a lot of time in the stat sheet, and I was trying to figure out who has the most clutch points in total in the league. And June 30th was like at 3.0 right now, I think. January 30 had 2.5, which is not that far off, but for some reason he doesn't get the recognition. But hey, I'm only the coach. But Then June 23rd, he has like 4 points.
Yeah.
Like in the total season, which is it's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
This is just
And like those are the players that aren't talked about. Like I'm gonna give a couple more examples. You have August 31st, him as well. You have a player like January 27th. He's very good. You have players like I guess to throw another one in there, September 13th. Very good players, but they aren't talked about enough because they're always overshadowed. For example, August 31st overshadowed by his teammate August 10th, masterclass player, but August 31st puts in the work when he needs to. September 13th shadowed by September 7th. I think they've got good talent, but they can't like show it when they have teammates who are playing at a whole different level.
yeah, I feel you on that. That's the thing I actually was a bit worried about when we played against February in the regular season because they don't have that player. They are equally good. If you look at the stats of them, it's funny because every single member of the team has 5 knockouts and almost the same amount of fallouts. It's just it's hard to prep against these teams, from a coaching perspective, because you don't know what to expect from which player.
Yeah.
All right, so with my third pick for the first team, I probably need some offense in there that can pretty much work well with the team. Yeah, why not? I think I'll take November 4th.
That's good. I'm pretty sure what do you have like 11 knockouts or 10 in the normal season?
I can have a look. Yeah, 11.
Yeah. Yeah, 11. Yeah, right. Like I'm pretty sure he was one behind July
Yeah,
6th.
yeah, he was.
Yeah. Yeah, freaking offensive masterminds right there.
Yeah, the only other player with a 2 point score, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just.
if you hadn't taken November 4th, the only other offensive player suitable for the job would probably be August 10th.
Yeah, but then
Or,
again, August 10th really fell off.
yes, he did, especially in playoffs.
Yeah.
I
Like,
mean, he's
August 20 took his playstyle and spot, I feel like.
yep,
But it was because there was no one there to do it, so August 20 had to do it himself.
yeah.
So, your second team. Because
All
now
right,
it's getting interesting.
all right. Well, we're getting kind of low on defensive masterminds,
Ew.
and we still got a good amount of offensive players. So I think give me March 7th.
March 7th. I didn't expect the March player to be in there, to be honest.
Defensive ball of the year. Some people debated about it. Really good player. He does save himself a lot, and that's what had people debating. But in my opinion, he's a good player. He's there when his team needs him for sure, for sure. And I mean, he's a great player overall. Lately, hasn't been performing as well as he used to, but I think he'll get back into his normal, play style.
Yeah, I feel you. I I find it interesting to put him in the second team. In the third team, yeah, all right, I can get behind that. But in the second, yeah, that's a bold statement, but I like it. I like it. So I already said I'm gonna go with January players. Um, and this one is really hard because both January 8th and January 27th, they're equally good at this point.
Yeah.
Um, but January 8th has a lot of focus on him in the regular season, so I'm just gonna give January 27th the spotlight for this.
Yep. That's a good pick. I think. Mm, Let me take a look at this stat table. For right now, I think what I'm gonna do You know what? Give me give me April 25th.
Oh, okay. I expected to see him in there somewhere, but all right.
You see, and I know some people they're gonna say I'm crazy. I'm probably on a Percocet right now, but in my opinion, April 25th, one, yes, he doesn't put out the greatest performances, but consistency, he does put out a lot. And as we can see in the two most recent games for in their playoffs currently, series tied 1-1. April 25th has picked up one KO in both games. And I mean that's like one thing, or not both games, one game, but that's one thing you really like to see. And then he picked up a clutch point in the most recent game, game two. And I think that plays a big factor, staying consistent, being able to know what you're doing, how you're going to do it. And I think being put in a position where you have to clutch up, and especially that 2v1, those 2v1s are so dangerous if the other team knows what they're doing. And I think to get out of one of those positions, you have to know what you're doing and you have to know your way around the ring very well.
Yeah, I feel you on that. It's a good pick, but I'm just not sure he would function well with March 7th. I mean, obviously we can't tell, but I feel like their playstyles would not go that well together. Because April 25th tends to play a lot around the edges. Um, Not for like rebounds and saves or that kind of stuff. He also has them, obviously, but he plays very aggressively and baits his opposition into falling out. Whereas March 7th just is sort of focused on the same point on the field, you know?
Yeah.
But maybe they would work together too. We can't
Well, I
tell.
mean, my next player that I pick, if you don't take him, it will cover up for that playing on the edges thing that he lacks.
Yeah, okay, okay. Um, all right, let's see. Because I think January 27th is probably like the best disrupt we have in the league. And he has a lot of like this supportive attacking playstyle in him. But I think I need some defense now. But you're right, we have a lot of not good defense balls in here. But I'm gonna go with June 30th on this.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
because
June
I,
30th is a good pick.
yeah, I mean he has the clutch potential, and I feel like from a chemistry standpoint, the both of them would function well together because June 30th switches a lot between trick playstyle, or rather position and flank, and Jan 27 is disrupt and passive, which is, I don't know. I just think in my head these go well together. But
Yeah.
also, I'm just throwing out random words that you never read. So,
All
yeah.
right. Oof. Last pick. Oh, I already know. Give me July 6th. And perfectly reasonable explanation for this one. I mean, it's without a doubt that you had to have him on a team. If you're talking about a tier list, he's going to be in this talk.
Yeah.
But I picked him because mainly, as you said, April 25th and March 7th. March 7th, that defensive player, April 25th, he likes to play on the edges. But if you look at July 6th, and don't get me wrong, he hasn't been playing up to par, especially in his playoff games. But I think it's clouded by the fact that people look at one game and not in all the games. In their last four games, he got a knockout in every single one, picking up as well as two rebounds and a save in a span of four games. And that doesn't look like a lot, but if you're getting a KO, a knockout consistently is one thing, and like just getting them here and there is a whole nother talk. But I think overall, he's a really good player, and I think the only flaw on him he doesn't have much. I guess you would say he doesn't like to play on those edges like April 25th does, and you see him mainly going into the center, trying to gain that dominance, and that's why I picked April 25th. Him on April 25th on the edges, getting those little stray balls that July 6th hits outward, and then sending them into March 7th, who can probably knock him out since he's playing on that defensive position a lot. It's a really good trio, but overall, yeah, like July 6th's flaws get picked up by April 25th, and April 25th's flaws get picked up by July 6th, and then March 7th is there to put out his, defense, to put out his little support wherever he can.
I can see this working out. I can really see what you did there. And I'm tempted to say I even like this team more than your team one. Because this is
Mm,
a solid plan.
yeah.
For my next pick, oh man. I think I need some defense in there. No, actually, I have a lot of defense. Maybe I would get one more support even to have like a team that's pretty well balanced on supporting each other.
Mm.
So I'm maybe November 18th or October 18th.
Nah,
I'm gonna go with
take
October
May
18th.
28th. Nah, you should have taken May 28th, bro.
Nah. Nah. Hell no. I would say it like that. Maybe I would have picked a May player if I got paid enough. But I didn't. May fan page hasn't reached out to me, so I'm not gonna take a May player. It's, I'm not that desperate, so.
I'm not that desperate, man. All
Yeah,
right.
but I think October 18th is. I
Oh
was
wait, yeah.
really, really impressed with him. Because this is one of these players, the stats don't show it, but he is so damn good in communicating with this team. And that's why we sort of kept the focus on him and not October 25th when we played it against them. And I mean, it worked out, so.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I can see why you guys like focused kind of on him. He's also been getting those good KOs. But I mean, January was able to pull through, and they put out a really good game against October. One of my favorite in the series. Y'all did give me a bit of PTSD on like the first or second game, I believe, where you guys all ran out.
Oh,
I don't know if
no.
you were a little scared of the ring or something, but
It's, you're talking about game one, right?
yes.
Please don't mention it. It was a little bit embarrassing, to be honest, because we had like a very long, structured game plan. I mean, if you have taken a look on my game analysis, you know I love to write fucking paragraphs out there. And our team group chat, they're getting it every single fucking day. So every day I'm just like, hey guys, you did this, you did this, you did this. That was shit, work on that, and here's the training plan. Every single fucking game. So in this
Yeah.
game, no way. I had to decipher it so many times. I had to let the video roll so many times and pause to see what the fuck was even going on because it happened in 1 second. Oh, we're really not proud of this, but thank God January 8th didn't also go.
No, but yeah, I mean, it was definitely scary. You guys became claustrophobic in the last like 5 seconds.
Yeah, everyone just shook hands and said, nope, we're not gonna play this anymore.
January wanted to give them a chance.
Yeah, I mean, no, we're pretty humble, we're pretty goated. Um, we just knew we had to send out two players to even give them a chance, but they somehow followed them.
Yeah.
I don't know, it
I th-
was weird.
Oh man.
All right, hit me with your team three.
Team three. I'm gonna start off with. I think I'm gonna take September 13th here.
Okay, I did not
Yeah.
expect that.
No. Yeah. In my opinion, he's pretty underrated. Not like in the aspect. Well, I mean, I've said it before. They've been getting clouded by September 7th, obviously, and I put him in team three. One, because I mean, there's no other good players, but again, he does have his little. He has his games where he'll pick up those like few knockouts every now and then he has his games like I'm looking at right now where he doesn't play the best. I mean, yeah, I mean one thing you can like guarantee from him, like I said, he'll have his games here and there. There's not many players left on the tier list board, but also the fact that he plays good with the teammates he has. He's supporting them, and don't get me wrong. Right now, September don't look like the best team. They're losing 2-0 in their series, but who knows? Maybe they'll turn it around.
Well, I know they won't. They won't turn that around.
Oh
but
man,
but then again, I think September 13th, the way our analyst and I had a look at it, he's a pretty good player. He has the same problem that January 30th also had. He's way too aggressive and has no regard for his teammates.
yeah,
He tends to get lost in the sauce. So that's the only problem he really has is like keeping his energy to himself and acting a bit more thoughtful about the game when he's in. But
yeah.
I think it's a good pick. But what do you mean there are no good players left? January 8 is right
No,
there.
oh wait, if you're talking about January, then yeah, for sure. There's no good players.
Yeah,
Sorry, take that little diss in there. All right, but
it's
give me your player, but I already know who it is.
yeah. You know, May 28. Here we
Oh,
are.
what the?
No, no, it's good. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna leave him open for you, so you maybe can redeem yourself after spreading hate in here. I'm gonna take February 4th.
Oh,
Yeah, because
ooh,
I think February as a team has a lot of mid individuals,
yeah,
and out of all the mid individuals, February 4th is what the best.
yeah,
So my personal opinion is that the way he plays is very focused on support. I
yeah.
think I classified him as a pace, but I'm not sure actually. Maybe it even was control or passive. I don't know. But either
User.
way, I think his communication skill can work with pretty much anyone. Um, the skill ceiling might be a bit lower, but the game knowledge is there, and it shows on the gameplay. I think.
Hmm. Well, there's a player I do indeed want to take, and I don't know how you haven't stolen him earlier, but yes, I'm gonna redeem myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Give me November 18th, bro.
Fuck you! I knew you were gonna take November 18th. I just knew it.
Great
Yeah,
player.
but run me through it. Why?
All right, so I'm looking at their most recent playoff game. Yes, they did lose to September, but November put up a hell of a fight. Especially they came in as underdogs. Everybody knew September was going to win, but they came in and they showed out. I'll tell you that. Taking them to game 5. But let's look at November 18th. The first two games, he had a little rocky. The first game, he picked up a save and a rebound. The second game, he picked up an assist. Third games where he really showed out, picked up not TKOs, two knockouts and a clutch point to show himself off in the beginning. And right there is, I think, kind of like where he got started. But then he died in the next game, got a TKO. and only left that match with one rebound. And then in the final game, he got one KO, but as we all know, it wasn't enough to defeat September. But he did have his good run. I mean, he was putting out those numbers at the beginning, and I mean, he got that KO in the end, whilst everybody else just like died basically.
Yeah, I agree with that. And
Yeah.
also in the regular season, he
Mhm.
has 7 fallouts on 6 losses, which
Mm.
you have to factor in. That is impressive.
Yeah, in his regular season, 5 KOs and save assist.
Yeah.
Did have 7 fallouts, but I mean fallouts are a little.
Yeah, you have to say it's on 6 losses. So there was only one game they won where he was out. And I think
Yeah.
that's a stat that I like to look at because January 30th also has 10 fallouts on, I think it's 8 losses this far, which is the amount of games you played is a little higher
Mhm.
than November's, but it's still, I think it's an impressive stat to have. For November 18th, I can get behind it because
Yeah.
I also thought about putting him in, and if you would not have taken him, I'd probably have.
All right, go ahead, get your little star boy.
All right, I will. October 25th.
All right, I forgot. You're a little on a Percocet. I'll give you another try. You go grab him. I know you want him.
So let me talk about October 25th really quick. He has leader personality, but is quiet. He he leads the team with plays, not with communication. And with February 4th on the side, this dude will pop off.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I have no doubt in that. They would work extremely well together because it's the exact same situation October 18th and October 25th we're in. That's why they were so good at the end of the season. I mean, yeah, we beat them, but also we're goated, so it's not comparable.
All
But
right,
I
man. Whatever.
really think very much of the whole October team actually.
Yeah, October's a good team. I think the only outlier is that October 3rd, man. Sad to see.
Yeah, he has the same problem as September 13th, I think. Just that his team can't control him that much. Because in September you also have September 7th, who's, controlling the whole team with an iron fist, I'd say. But in October, I don't think you have that. So he can do whatever he wants, and what he wants to do is ruin plays by his teammates.
All right, last pick for me, and I got my little guys here and there, but I think I need to go with a little better player. To be honest, I would have put him higher, but my team two was kind of a super squad the way I was building it. And for my third team, I'm gonna take August 20th. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you look at his playoff stats, 5 KOs, an assist, one clutch, 3 saves, and 2 rebounds. And those are some pretty good stats, I'd say. Those 5 KOs, he's taken his team. Unfortunately, August did go out, but they stuck it through. Well, I don't know. They lost, so but yeah, he did pick up those 5 KOs. I guess his team kind of let him down. He was grabbing an assist. He grabbed those 2 rebounds. Those 3 saves were
Three
so.
saves is crazy.
3 saves when you're getting 5 knockouts and an assist is so crazy.
Also, he's 2 games behind every other player up there,
Yeah,
and he's still on a 9.65,
yeah.
and that's just 0.15 behind September 7th, which is pretty damn good. So
So
I
if
get it, yeah.
if September 7th falls out next game, wait, no. Yeah, if September 7th gets a fallout next game without doing anything, um, August 20th could be first, even though he's a game behind or 2 games behind everybody.
Yeah, that's true. I think the only way is for one of the other three players to overtake him again. Sort of swap positions with September 7th, but I think he got at least top 10 pretty much safe for himself.
Yeah, but I
Which
mean, yep,
is
the
crazy.
team's right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. But I'm
All
gonna,
right,
yeah.
go ahead, do it, bro. I know you. I know, bro. I saw it coming. I
I
can
even want to
basically.
put him in front there because you know he's just really fucking good. He can do everything. He can call, he can stay quiet if he needs to, he can set up, he can be defensive, he can clutch. He's a jack of all trades, and he gets shit on. And I get told to swap out January 8th because he's underperforming, but no one sees that this is the position we put him on. He is our best mechanical player in the team. That's why he gets focused out. That's what
Yeah.
the other teams are prepping for. It feels even wrong putting him in team 3, but hey,
Come
yeah,
on, man.
I
I know
don't
you
think he
wanted to.
doesn't take defense. Oh, yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah, I know you wanted to put all of January on Team One, bro.
I mean, I think we win it all, to be honest.
I mean, dude, y'all are strong contenders. After what I've seen against September, I wouldn't doubt it if y'all won everything.
I
But
mean,
do me a favor and fumble the game tomorrow, man. I have my house mortgage on that.
well, I'm sorry for you then, because we're not gonna give this up though.
No,
We are not gonna give this away. It will be a sweep. Maybe not the game itself, but the series will be a sweep. This is the first game we play at our home in this series. Which
imagine
is,
all of us go out instantly.
well, maybe, who knows? Let's see. I mean, we didn't swap the prep that much.
It's
Uh,
gonna be an entertaining game.
yeah, either way, we're gonna be the greatest team to ever exist if we 3-0
Whoa,
September like that.
whoa,
Or
whoa!
we will get more content out of it, so win-win, I
Come on, man.
guess.
Content is what matters. No one cares about a 3-0 sweep in a playoff. Give me a good video to watch.
All right, maybe I can hit up John Cena and see. No.
I don't know.
We'll,
All right, now you're pushing it, man.
yeah. No, we'll not. Uh, I don't think we'll give it away. I think we'll win 2-0. Each of our players 1 KO. There will be 1 team KO in September, and if I call it right now, I will go crazy. Because this thing will probably not be uploaded up
Yep.
until after the game tomorrow. So yeah, let's see. But yeah, that's the first tier list we made. Um,
All right.
it was also the one that took the longest, probably. But I love your insight on the whole league on this. I can see what you were going for.
Yeah, man. I was going for that super squad.
So the next question is a fan question that I found very interesting. Um, and it's worded the following: what is the biggest achievement in your life after you learned of the Big Ball League? And I'm just gonna put it out there and say maybe we could focus it or limit it to the Big Ball League. So maybe what is the biggest achievement in the big ball league you had so far?
Um, I think overall, I gotta think about this one. Think I think the biggest one was damn, you got me with this one. You got me with this.
Yeah, because I loved how it was worded. Because I also sat there and I read it beforehand and thought, damn, what am I gonna say besides getting, into conference finals?
Oh wait, I know what it is. I think my biggest achievement so far is my eyes being able to see June Seashells lose a game. That's my life's biggest achievement actually. Yeah.
Okay, That's,
Yeah.
I get that
I think
because
everybody gets one.
yeah, I think they went 6-0 before losing one.
Yeah.
Was it 6-0, 7-0? I don't even know actually. But it's just, June. This team, June 30th, stepped down for a while. No problem. June 23rd becomes the new GOAT of the league. What even is this team? Because I'm
I
also in
mean,
contact with their coach,
yeah.
and I don't think he can believe himself with these performances. It's just. But today they fumbled a game against April.
Yeah, they did. But I mean, I think they're just gonna come back stronger from that one. And it's gonna be entertaining to see how that goes down.
Yeah, you think we'll see a hat trick in there?
I think we'll see a game 5.
Ooh, that's a bold guess because I think they will win the next two. Even though they're away from home, they will win the next two.
First, you say January is the best team ever. Then you put January on all 3 of your teams. Is everything okay with you, man?
Look,
You
it's
can,
hot conference. Hot
you
conference
can.
is not comparable to the beast that is called conference.
I don't know about all that now.
Hot, hot conference is like the little brother of cold conference because we have like this January team which is a behemoth in the league. We have September 7th, the GOAT. We have November, which had some insane storylines. Yeah, and then there's hot conference. They have June. June is better than everyone, I guess. Yeah, April stepped up, decently, but that's it.
All right, bro, come on. May's better than the entire cold conference.
Oh no. Oh. All right, I think we should move on after that. Um, and the next question also is a viewer or fan question. Um, you have been in a lot of content stuff,
Yeah,
and I watched a lot of content stuff because
you're
I really enjoy it. Which one, from a production standpoint, has the highest quality? You have
the
inside
high.
info.
Um, I think my most favorite video I've ever posted was either my pre games or the meme hub interview I hopped on.
Okay, I can see that. But
I do like pre games a little bit more though.
yeah, yeah, I mean, I can see that. With Meme Hub, did you reach out to him? Or did he contact you?
Um, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot. I might have reached out to him. Yeah, I think I did reach out to him.
Okay. Because every time I see Meme Hub posting, he doesn't miss.
Yeah, wait, no, never, never, man.
He doesn't miss. I think at the moment the best content. Probably the meme hub
Yeah,
interviews, like the
there's so
hub, or maybe even the stat sheet because I think it's
yeah, the stat sheet's good.
it's so good. Because also the takes in there are kind of realistic, even though we
You don't
still get slept on. But
you don't have some wild dumb person putting January on all three of their teams.
all right, you know what? We might end this early if you continue with this. Yeah, no, but yeah, no, I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm gonna be a nice host. I'm not gonna talk back. But okay. Also, you've been on clutch points, right?
Yeah.
Who who created clutch points in the first place?
Ooh, this is gonna have to be the last one because this is the one I want to end on. Because I love talking about clutch points. And okay, I'm gonna tell you the entire story of what happened. So one morning, I'm in the ball zone studio. You know, I'm kicked back, relaxing, and all of a sudden, I get a crazy man Argonaut texting me, and he's like, I got a great idea. I got something that'll change the BBL. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical when a guy named Argonaut with a profile of his dog came up to me. I was a little scared. I thought he was gonna steal my social security or something, but no. Me and Argonaut talked for a while. Like it was a good hour that we talked, and just purely about starting it. And he yeah, he gave me the idea to start it, and he let me host it. And so what happened with that is we reached out to a couple guys and we made the team that you know today, but it wasn't always like this. Um our first ever pregame was him and me alone, and it was so bad that we couldn't even post it. And at one point we were like, nah, 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 we're done. We need somebody else to help us as well. We're a little too trash for this. So I asked BBL Stats to hop on. He gets on. Well, he said he's gonna get on, and he texts me something like, I like talking about this one because this one's really funny. He tells me, "Yeah, dude, I'd be so down. Uh, in like an hour, I'll be good." And I was like, "All right, man, I'm happy because I got BBL Stats on the pregame." He never showed up that night. Um, he showed up the next night though, so he did keep his word, and that was nice. But it's a funny little thing I like to remember.
You know, it's kind of the same with you and me on this show.
Oh yeah,
Because because originally we wanted to do it yesterday, but you just didn't answer me. But it's you know what's funny with the whole Argonaut thing?
boy,
I did 2 interviews with him.
dang, really?
Yeah, none of it were ever published.
Yeah, well, Argonaut's a really cool guy.
Yeah, he is. I love Argonaut because he's
Yeah,
also the first one to reach out to me, and I think it was even after my first game, after the July game, and he reached out to me, and we did a great interview. But it never got posted. He apologized because I think he fucked up the audio or something. But the
yeah.
second one was before playoffs started. He did a bunch of questions, and he said, "Yeah, that was really good. We're gonna post this one for sure." He never did.
Oh wait, no. I can actually help him out on that one. He lost his Instagram account and it got locked out, and so he couldn't like really make a new one. And so I guess like he just like wanders around now, just helping us out.
Oh, oh, all right. I didn't know that. But
Yeah, but I mean,
I was not mad at him or something. It's funny to me that I did 2 interviews with him,
yeah,
and none of it got ever posted.
yeah. But I want to end off on that one because everybody needs to know the history of clutch. Anyway, I gotta go.
Yeah, all right, sure.
All right,
It's
so say your ending.
all right. So thank you for being on.
Thank
It
you for having me.
was it was great. It was very funny.
Yeah.
Um, we did take a long time with the first tier list. I had some smaller ones planned, but maybe we'll do another episode sometime.
Yeah. I'd be so happy to do that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, well,
So have a good day, and to all of you watching, thank you very much, and enjoy your day.